Hello students, welcome to the another session of bookkeeping and accountancy. In this session I am going to solve another question of partnership final account. Textbook page number 59, question number 6. First thing first, let us read the question carefully. Archana and Prerna are partners sharing profits and losses in the ratio of 2:1. With the help of following trial balance and adjustments given below, you are required to prepare trading and profit and loss account for the year ended 31st March 2019 and the balance sheet as on that date. Trial balance is given as on 31st March 2019. Debit balances, credit balances. As usual, debit item will go to trading account debit side, profit and loss account debit side, and balance sheet asset side. Credit balances will go to trading account credit side, profit and loss account credit side, and balance sheet liability side. Stock, trading account, patents, asset, debtors, asset, stock of stationery, asset side. See, in this question, stock of stationery is given. Instead of this, only stationery is given, then we would have recorded it to profit and loss account debit side as it is administrative expense. But if it is stock of stationery, then being asset, we have to record it to balance sheet asset side. Stock of stationery will go to asset side. Trademark, asset. Bills receivable, asset. Electricity charges, profit and loss account. Wages, trading account. Heating and lighting, these are the expenses incurred at factory. So heating and lighting expenses will go to trading account. Trade expense, profit and loss account. Sales return, less from sales. So we will put a tick to sales. Land and building, asset side. Furniture, asset side. Cash at bank, asset. Investments, asset. Drawing, either you can deduct from capital, balance sheet liability side, or we can debit it to the partner's capital account. I am going to open capital account, so I will debit it to partner's capital account. Bad debts, profit and loss. Purchases, trading account. Capital, either you can record it to balance sheet liability side directly, or you can open partner's capital account. Other loans, liability. Reserve fund, liability side. Sundry creditors, liability side. Bills payable, liability side. Purchase return, less from purchases, deduct from purchases. So we will put a tick to purchases. RDD, this is old RDD. RDD appearing in trial balance is old RDD. If RDD is given in adjustment, then it is new RDD. This is old RDD. We will deduct it from bad debts. We will apply the formula today. In the last session, there was no need to post all the items, so we didn't apply the formula. In this question, we will apply the formula. Two bad debts, add new bad debts, add new RDD, less old RDD. Sales, trading account credit side. Interest, profit and loss account credit side. Let us read all the adjustments and we will tick all the trial balance item as per the adjustments given below. First adjustment is closing stock. The cost price is given 12,000 and its market price is given 17,000. If cost price and market price both are given, we will consider the least of these two, whether it is cost price or it is market price. The least of the two is considered in accounting. In this example, cost price is 12,000 and market price is 17,000, so we will consider only rupees 12,000. Next adjustment is, our customer Mr. Shekhar failed to pay his dues of rupees 800. Our customer Mr. Shekhar is one of our debtors. Simply, this is the amount of bad debt. So we will put a tick to debtors. We will consider this to be a new bad debt. Next adjustment is, 1/8 of the patents are to be written off. Put a tick to patents. Next, a part of furniture rupees 5,000 is purchased on 1st October 2018. This is not an adjustment as such. This is just the information, and this information we have to use while calculating the depreciation on furniture. So we will be using this information afterwards while calculating the depreciation. Next adjustment is, depreciate land and building 10%, a tick to land and building, and on furniture 5%, a tick to furniture. We have to use this information while calculating the depreciation on furniture. Outstanding expenses are wages 300, electricity charges 200. Put a tick to wages and another tick to electricity charges. Allow interest on capital at 3%. No need to put any tick, as this is the adjustment on capital. We will record to partners capital account. After reading the question carefully and taking all the adjustment parts to trial balance items, we will now post all the trial balance items to trading account, profit and loss account, and the balance sheet. I have already posted all the trial balance items. So this is how our trading account, profit and loss account, partners capital account, and the balance sheet look like after the posting. Let us continue with the posting part of all the adjustments. Closing stock in the question is given at cost price 12,000 and market price 17,000. And as discussed earlier, we will consider the least of these two, which is rupees 12,000. So first effect, trading account credit side. By closing stock rupees 12,000, and the second effect, balance sheet asset side. Next adjustment is, one of our customer Mr. Shekhar failed to pay his dues of rupees 800. It is bad debts. So first effect, we will deduct from debtors. Less bad debts rupees 800. So to the outer column, we will record 17,700 after deducting the amount is irrecoverable from Shekhar. Being the loss, the second effect will go to profit and loss account debit side. We will add this new bad debt to the existing bad debts. So the total bad debt for the year is rupees 1,000. The next adjustment is depreciation on furniture. Let us discuss in detail about the furniture, opening furniture and the additional furniture. The book value of furniture given in the question is rupees 13,000. And question says, out of this, furniture of rupees 5,000 was purchased on 1st October 2018. We will now divide the furniture into two parts. Opening furniture and the additions made to the furniture, that is the additional furniture purchased during the year. According to the question, furniture of rupees 5,000 purchased in the middle of the year. So 5,000 is the additional furniture purchase. So out of 13, if 5,000 is purchased in the middle of the year, then the cost of furniture in the beginning will be rupees 8,000. So opening furniture was of rupees 8,000, add furniture purchased during the year of rupees 5,000. So total furniture at the end of the year is rupees 13,000. So this furniture of rupees 8,000 is used for the entire year. So we will have to calculate the depreciation on this for 12 months. And the furniture of rupees 5,000 was purchased on 1st of October 2018. It means we use this furniture only for 6 months. So we will provide the depreciation on this furniture for 6 months only. So the working will be something like 8,000 multiplied by 5% for entire year, means 12 upon 12. So the depreciation for the year on the furniture is rupees 4,400. And the working for the depreciation on the furniture purchased in the middle of the year is 5,000 multiplied by 5%. But this time we will work only for 6 months, that is 6 out of 12. So the answer is rupees 125. So the total depreciation on furniture, that is the depreciation on entire furniture of rupees 13,000, is equal to rupees 400, the depreciation on the opening furniture, plus rupees 125, the depreciation on the furniture purchased in the middle of the year, is equal to rupees 525 rupees. Let us deduct this depreciation from the furniture. First effect, deduct from the furniture, and second effect, we will record to profit and loss account debit side. To depreciation on furniture rupees 525. In the same adjustment, there is depreciation on land and building also, so we will deduct the depreciation on land and building also. Less depreciation at the rate of 10%, which is 2,200. So to the outer column, the amount of land and building will be 19,800, as there is depreciation of rupees 2,200. The second effect will go to profit and loss account debit side. Depreciation on land and building rupees 2,200. So the total depreciation is rupees 2,725, that will be recording to the outer column. Next adjustment is outstanding expenses. Outstanding wages rupees 300. We will add to wages as outstanding wages rupees 300. So total wages for the year are rupees 1250. Second effect we will transfer to balance sheet liability side. As outstanding expenses, first wages rupees 300. Also the outstanding electricity charges rupees 200. We will have to add the amount of outstanding electricity charges to profit and loss account debit also. Total electricity charges for the year are now rupees 1650 after adding the outstanding amount of rupees 200. The next adjustment is allow interest on capital to partners. The interest rate is given in the question at 3%. If you calculate interest on Archana's capital, that is on rupees 40,000, it will be rupees 1200. So we will add to the capital, or we will record it to credit side of partner's capital account as by interest on capital Archana rupees 1200. And interest on Prerna's capital, that is on rupees 20,000 at 3%, it will be rupees 600. The payment of interest to partners or any other outsiders is loss to the business. Hence, we need to record this loss to profit and loss account debit side. To interest on capital, Archana rupees 1200 and Prerna rupees 600. Total we will record to the outer column rupees 1800. Let us now close the trading account to ascertain whether the business earned gross profit or gross loss. The total of credit side of trading account is rupees 41,800, which is more than that of total of debit side. So we will write 41,800 to both the columns, and we will deduct the total of debit side, and the balance is gross profit for the year, which is equal to rupees 8,290. The gross profit is then transferred to credit side of profit and loss account by gross profit brought down rupees 8,290. The total of credit side of profit and loss account is heavy, and it is rupees 8,600. We will write the total of credit side to both the columns, and we will deduct the total of debit column from it, so that we can find out the amount of net profit earned by the business in this particular year. So the net profit for the year is rupees 825, which will be distributed among the partners in the ratio given in the question at 2:1. So Archana's share in the profit is rupees 550 and Prerna's share in the profit is rupees 275. This profit is transferred to partners' capital account as by net profit. Archana's share rupees 550 and Prerna's share is rupees 275. Let us close the partners' capital account capital balance of Archana is rupees 40,550. And let us transfer the closing balances of partners to balance sheet liability side. Closing balance of Archana is rupees 40,550 and the closing balance of Prerna is rupees 19,975 and the total is 60,525 and the balance sheet tally at rupees 87,525. Thank you.